Hello, and thank you for joining us once again on Silicon Valley Explorer. Tonight we find ourselves within the generator room which powers all the electric fences keeping the more dangerous creatures at bay. Naturally, our first objective is to deactivate this fence in order to get a better look at the buggers. The generator is powered by the souls of the many animals killed in order to research their anatomy and build lifelike replicas with googly eyes and vacant smiles, gifted with the power of flight and the ability to not defecate at inopportune times. The engineers were not without foresight, however, and allow the robots to poop when it is appropriate, such as when the uptight dean prevents Trilam from hosting their annual naked LAN parties. Moving on as quickly as humanly possible, I would like to bring your focus to Evo, deactivating the machine. I only asked him to input the deactivation sequence, but he seems intent on permanently shutting down the generator because he is a Luddite. I have frequently tried to point out the irony in this stance, only to be met with a sequence of confused beeps. I now let him carry on for my personal amusement. Yes. Here he is collecting the various power orbs, the collection of which prevent them from escaping immediately from this enclosure. Ah, very good, Evo. A dazzling feat of speed and grace. I expect it to not last very long at all. Here Evo is demonstrating the high maneuverability of the mouse form. Something I like to call showing off for no good reason. Evo, stay focused. You see, you've shown us how high you can jump, as well as how easily you can miss the all-important energy orbs. Do you want your complete form or not? Yes. We are approaching one of the most dangerous species of this enclosure, the fox. We will try to speed by as quickly as possible, ignoring them for now, for fear of our safety. They could easily best Evo in a fight in less than 2 seconds with their deadly tail whip. Instead, Evo will continue to explore this region, which seems far larger than anything we've encountered thus far. Here we find some more sheep, which I will have for my collection. This final sheep will bring the total of my sheep collection to 6. I assure you that my spaceship will smell quite horrible, however I am willing to make sacrifices in the name of science. Also, the sheep's unique ability to float stupidly in the air will allow us access to the final orbs in this area. The sheep's second ability of bleating uselessly was added only to add to its ambiance-producing qualities, just as its ability to poop and create odd odors serve the same function. Evo, what's that right there? Approach it and take it over. Could it be? Yes, it's an entirely new variety of sheep. Oh, what a wonderful find. It seems that in every species, no matter how useless, there is born a champion, one who can achieve what his brothers could never dream of, and is remembered throughout eternity in a chorus of adoring praise. Or, in this case, imbecile bleats in his general direction. With this new specimen, I shall be able to beat those formidable foxes and gather the data. Note the replacement of the useless legs by a powerful spring, allowing it to jump high distances. I believe the spring will also grant it much higher offensive capabilities, something we will soon see after Evo finishes collecting the energy orbs at the bottom of this pool. It seems to retain the sheep's average resistance to water, and there is no worry of it dying while in here. This is contrary to what would happen if we brought the mouse in here, which would die in about 3 seconds due to its very low resistance. I attribute this low resistance to the high amount of energy that is expended in its high-speed abilities. Ah, yes. But now Now it is time for these foxes to feel the power of potential energy. Show them, Evo. Masterful work. Masterful work. I am quite impressed, Evo. A wonderful combination of speed and offense. The fox could easily best most of the other creatures in this region. Its tail whip dwarfs the power of similar attacks by the mouse car, and its teleportation ability makes for a quick getaway when things get too heated. Truly an elegant design. As you can note, it has very high intelligence, allowing for independent operation and very advanced maneuvers in order to capture its prey. Now that Evo has assumed the fox form, the other fox will not attack it, because it is following a highly advanced program which allows the foxes to work in unison to attack a common prey. However, once I do order Evo to attack the fox will retaliate, and the program will be overridden. The fox is still quite a formidable foe, and it takes Evo a bit of effort to best it. However, it will best it, or Evo will not be recharged today. Yes, quite so. Interestingly enough, the foxes were added to this habitat only to protect the other contents within. They have no particular use which allow them to gather or access any of the resources within. Only the mouse and the original sheep form are actually needed to attain all the energy orbs and objectives in this area. However, the foxes guard 3 additional energy orbs, and the sheep spring version is the only one able to access those by defeating the foxes. I imagine that one could, go on to a suicide mission and collect those other 2, but I would not recommend it when things could be much more easily achieved by going the route that I have instructed. As you can see, Evo has managed to find the golden souvenir hidden in this area. Their use still evades us. With a bit of research, we shall soon find out the true use of these mysterious golden idols. It seems that Evo has missed out on one more energy orb, which he will look for and find within the next 5 minutes if he wishes to at any point regain his original body. We just got a glimpse at Evo's status screen, which allows it to track any energy orbs in the area and find out how many are left to collect. It also keeps track of objectives to be completed in order to keep its narrow brain informed at all times. Evo is very forgetful, you see. However, it seems that he was successful in gathering all the orbs and completing all objectives, so he shall live another day. Very good, Evo. That'll do. Thank you for joining us on this edition of Silicon Valley Explorer. Good night.